pre-terminated yung kanyang contract. POA's move comes amid the House inquiry into the alleged misuse of funds by officers under Vice President Sara Duterte. Sabi niya, I'm no longer connected to the OVP. My contract as consultant and spokesperson ay pre-terminated na. Nagpaalam ako na umalis prior to the previous hearing that we have. POA said he decided to leave his post because he felt that he could no longer fulfill his obligations amid the ongoing House inquiries into the confidential funds. The OVP official said he first discussed with Duterte his personal issues and cited reasons why he decided to let go of his role. Ayan. Yun. Hindi rin niya magawa yung kanyang trabaho bilang spokes. Bakit? Siguro kasi kailangan niya magsinungaling. Kailangan niya kasi magsinungaling. Sabi niya, hindi rin niya magawa yung kanyang role kasi the House probe contradicts his role as OVP spokesperson to the media. So, yung pagiging resource person doon niya ay salungat sa kanyang trabaho sa OVP. Hindi ako makapagpa-interview, hindi dahil sa ayaw ko, but it would be inappropriate. May nagbabalik loob kay Sara Duterte. Sino itong nagbabalik loob na to? Alam niyo, mga kotsero, sa akin, hindi magandang senyales to. Nagbabalik loob si Michael Powa. Si Michael Powa, si Attorney Michael Powa, mga kotsero, ay dating kasama ni Sara Duterte sa DepEd. Siya ang spokes ni Sara Duterte sa DepEd. In fact, nung nag-resign si Sara Duterte, umalis din siya. DepEd spokes says it was a privilege to work with VP Duterte. Ayan. Oo. Ang problema, mga kotsero, bumalik siya kay Sara. Ano nangyari? So, nag-resign si Sara Duterte, kasama siya nag-resign. And, hindi lang yun, naging spokes siya ng OVP. Yan, August 19, 2024. Almost, a month later, naging spokes siya. Attorney Michael Powa, former Undersecretary and Chief of Staff of DepEd, will now serve as the spokesperson for the Office of the Vice President. Starting today, sabi ng OVP, he will be the spokesperson of the Office of the Vice President effective immediately. Kaso mo, mga kotsero, pumalya siya. Nagkaroon kasi ng malaking pagkakamali itong si Michael Powa nung sa confidential funds, ng hearing dun sa confidential funds. Nagulat-gulat na lang tayong lahat. Akala natin tahimik ang buhay. Yun pala, hindi. Oo, akala natin tahimik ang buhay. Yun pala, may ganitong ganap kay Michael Powa. Tinanggal siya as OVP spokes. Ang sabi, sa hearing niya mismo sinabi, pre-terminated yung kanyang contract. POA's move comes amid the House inquiry into the alleged misuse of funds by officers under Vice President Sara Duterte. Sabi niya, I'm no longer connected to the OVP. My contract as consultant and spokesperson ay terminated na. Nagpaalam ako na umalis prior to the previous hearing that we have. POA said he decided to leave his post because he felt that he could no longer fulfill his obligations amid the ongoing House inquiries into the confidential funds. The OVP official said he first discussed with Duterte his personal issues and cited reasons why he decided to let go of his role. Ayan. Yun. Hindi rin niya magawa yung kanyang trabaho bilang spokes. Bakit? Siguro kasi kailangan niya magsinungaling. Sabi niya, hindi rin niya magawa yung kanyang role kasi the House probe contradicts his role as OVP spokesperson to the media. So, yung pagiging resource person doon niya ay salungat sa kanyang trabaho sa OVP. Hindi ako makapagpa-interview, hindi dahil sa ayaw ko, but it would be inappropriate. I cannot accept interviews. For example, if I was asked about the proceedings, I would rather answer the questions here than in the media. So, umalis siya kasi napipilitan siya magsinungaling, basically. Kaya pre-terminated or hindi natin alam. Hindi na press release nila pre-terminated And this was happening, nangyayari ito habang ongoing yung hearing sa Quadcom. Sa Committee on Good Government pala sa Kamara. In fact, mga kotsero, may sinabi nga siya sa hearing mismo, Sara had direct control over the DepEd Intel funds. Sara Duterte mismo yan, ang may control sa Intel fund. Sinabi niya yan doon sa hearing mismo. Ngayon, think about it, guys. Kung nakapagsabi siya na Sara had direct control over the Intel funds, what would you think is his value as a witness sa impeachment? Ano ko kaya ang kanyang halaga bilang isang witness sa impeachment court? Di ba malaki? Malaki ang kanyang halaga. Marami siyang alam All of a sudden, bigla siyang abogado ni Sara Duterte. Why do you think he was taken in as a lawyer, co-counsel kay Sara Duterte? What else? Bilang spokes ng DepEd, what do you think is his value as counsel now? Ano ngayon ang kanyang halaga bilang abogado for Sara Duterte? Di basagin ang kredibilidad ng mga ibang witnesses. For example, yung binigyan ng white envelope. Alam niya lahat Kilala niya kung sino pangalan niya. Yung mga tumanggap ng envelope. yung chief accountant ng DepEd, yung humahawak ng Bids and Awards Committee. 4 yun, di ba? O 3. Yan, si Mercado. Yan, isa pa yan. Yung isang abogado rin, nahawak niya yung Bids and Awards Committee. Kilala niya yun. Alam niya kung bakit sila umalis. Alam niya kung bakit sila tinanggal. Alam niya kung yung mga kwento behind the envelopes and everything. Alam niya yan. Palagay nyo, hindi niya i-feed yun sa kanyang mga kasamang abogado, sa kanyang mga co-counsel sa impeachment court? Of course, i-feed niya yun. Bibigyan niya ng ideya yung kanyang mga co-counsel para basagin yung mga ebidensya laban kay Sara. Alam niya lahat yun eh. That's part of the plan, guys. That's part of the plan. Now, kung paano siya nakuha, your guess is as good as mine. Hindi natin alam kung paano siya naging abogado ulit ni Sara Duterte. Knowing na I don't think na nagkaroon sila ng maayos na paghihiwalay. So, hindi ko alam kung paano siya nakabalik ulit. So, hindi ko alam kung papayagan niya ng impeachment court. But definitely, yun ang benepisyo kapag nandiyan na si Michael Powa ulit bilang co-counsel. Kasi 3 taon niyang kasama si Sara Duterte sa DepEd eh. And I would even dare say na he is part of the conspiracy. Let's see kung papayagan to ng impeachment court. Kasi ang gagawa ng rules, if I'm not mistaken, is si Coco Pimentel. Tinanggap ni Chis Escudero yung offer ni Coco Pimentel na siya yung gagawa ng impeachment rules. So, pag-aaralan pala yung impeachment rules for amendments. So, ewan ko lang kung ano. And hindi ko alam if they're going to use si Michael Powa as part of the defense. Pero definitely, yung kanyang pagkakasama dito sa team ni Sara Duterte bilang co-counsel ay isang senyales na patatahimikin si Michael Powa. Patatahimikin siya for sure. Expect nyo na yung testimonya ni Michael Powa will not be there. At expect nyo na rin na talagang dudurugin nila yung mga magiging witnesses. Lalo na yung mga galing sa DepEd. And, ewan ko lang kung ano magiging mangyayari after. Pero definitely, wala na tayong maririnig kay Michael Powa. Last na yun. Unless payagan ng impeachment court na mag-testify siya pag ni-request ng prosecutors. Let's see. Hindi natin alam kung ano mangyayari. Pero alam niyo mga kotsero, mukhang marami ng gigil dito sa impeachment. Oo. Mukhang marami ng gigil sa impeachment eh. Kasi kanina, may nag-file na teacher sa Supreme Court. Tapang ni Kuya, no? Nag-file siya sa Supreme Court, sabi niya, Supreme Court, baka pwede ho bang pakilinaw ano ibig sabihin ng forthwith? Nag-file siya ng petition for certiorari against the Senate. Kasi gusto niya mag-umpisa na yung gusto na niyang umpisahan yung impeachment trial. So nag-file siya ng kaso sa Supreme Court. I would like to ask kung ano nga ba ibig sabihin ng forthwith. Kasi iba naman din yung interpretation. Totoo naman yan. Iba-iba yung interpretation. Tapos, meron din siyang, sabi niya, he denied na he is pro-impeachment or anti-Duterte. Natawa ako, sinabi niya, nothing political dito kasi abonado naman po ako kung tutusin. Wala naman po nagsabi na gawin ko to. It's just a concern lang po. Natawa ako kay teacher. Natawa ako kay sir. So, yun ngayon yung bago. At least yung bago impormasyon tungkol dito sa impeachment. And sana, alam nyo, inisip ko rin, magiging abogado din kaya ni Sara Duterte si Zulaika Lopez. Siguro pero pag naging abogado niya, pag naging abogado ni Sara si Zulaika Lopez, makukumpirma na talagang pinapatahimik niya yung mga witnesses. Ay, by the way, speaking of Sara Duterte, ganito, natawa ako, Diyos ko. Sumakay ako ng pag sinabi ko to, alam niyo ako nasaan. Sumakay ako ng lift. Yung lift sa mga nasa Pilipinas, parang grab car yun dito. Ayun, yung lift driver namin. Kano? Sabi nung Kano, are you from Mexico? I go, no. No, we're not from Mexico. We're from the Philippines. Sabi. Anya, Philippines. We're in the Philippines. Sabi ko, we reside in Manila. Okay, Manila. I've been there. Your vice president wants to kill the president, right? Shucks, napatungo na lang ako. Napatungo na lang ako sa hiya. Hiyang-hiya ako. Mga kotsero, foreigner yun. Diyos ko, foreigner yun. Just hiyang-hiya talaga ako. Yes, why? Sabi niya, no, I see it in the news. I see it in the blah, 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 blah. I see it on the paper, blah, blah, blah. Sabi ko, What's her name? What's her name? Yeah, Sara Duterte. Yes, yes, Sara Duterte. Yeah. And they ran together, right? Ay, updated siya. Alam niya. Alam niya talaga. They ran together, right? They were the president and vice president, and now she wants to kill the president. Why is that? Ganun pa siya, sabi ko. Diyos ko, oh my goodness. Yang iya talaga ako, guys. Promise.